The Panthers come into this year under a new head coach after firing Frank Reich, and they're trying to salvage or fix the nightmare rookie year that Bryce Young had to endure with the Panthers last year. You make a couple moves, and immediately right out of the gates, first pass of the season in 2024 is an interception. The Saints beat the Carolina Panthers 47-10, probably the ugliest game in week 1. And I think the Saints defense is solid. I mean, Dennis Allen is a defensive-minded head coach, and they're playing at home, don't have a lot of expectations, and it's against a pretty bad opponent. I didn't think they were this much better after the Carolina Panthers made so many moves to try to validate this jump to get to Bryce Young that ended up costing them an opportunity to draft Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. Now, with that, Bryce Young comes into this already thrown an interception, had another interception in the second half. Then later in the second quarter, you saw a fumble turned into more points for the New Orleans Saints. I think they had 30 points in the first half alone. It was like 30-3. The garbage time touchdown was in the fourth quarter, and pretty much very ugly from there. And from the Carolina Panthers standpoint, where do you go from here? It definitely can't get any worse, I hope, but it's not a good sign coming out of the gate. You have some element of surprise, and you're hoping for good juju. Obviously there's some improvements, but the line can't protect. There's no real pass catchers in this team. Their defense got absolutely shredded against an offense who I think isn't going to scare anybody on paper. And on top of it, you lose the one good defender, your defensive tackle, for potentially the season. It's an absolutely catastrophic start for the Carolina Panthers. And then you just got to look and see how this deal with the Chicago Bears a year and a half ago now is going to pan out. You trade up for Bryce Young, the Heisman winner, a smaller quarterback who has just struggled in terms of accuracy. These are throws on the interceptions that are NFL throws. It's just something you just can't do in this league. Remember, you're coming into this with not a bunch of 5-star D1 talents like you did in Alabama. This is the NFL, where usually offensive lines are very, very bad. The pass catches, you're lucky to get a game-changing receiver. And it's tough sledding, and it's a matter of overcoming all those issues. And it comes down to mechanics, it comes down to coaching. And could this be, first of all, one of the worst deals in recent NFL history? And then could that equate to Bryce Young being one of the biggest busts in recent NFL history? Comment what you think. This Panthers team is already looking doomed from the start.